All right, Shalom. This is your brother Shamak out of the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started, I'm going to give all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Racha Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to our sincere brothers that's preaching, teaching truth all around the world. All right, and shalom to our sincere believers. Okay. All right, and before I touch on Isaiah chapter 24, the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 24, okay, I just want to get a quick detail on the prophet Isaiah, which in Hebrew is Yeshaya. Okay, and it's here from Wikipedia. Is here, it says Isaiah was the 8th century BC Israelite prophet. You see, there you have it, man. Israelite prophet, man. Because this book, the Holy Bible, are for the Israelites. Okay, and the Israelites being the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans who are scattered across the four corners of the world. Okay, it says the Israelite prophet after whom the book of Isaiah is named. Okay, and this time I want to get a quick time period. It says 740 BC, 686 BC. Okay. Oh yeah. So there you have it. It says the traditional view is that all 66 chapters of the book of Isaiah were written by one man, Isaiah, possibly in two periods between 740 BC and 686 BC. All right. So this is definitely the time of the Assyrian captivity. All right, and then also going into the Babylonian captivity. All right. So you see, you have it. It says acting to restore the nation of Israel from Babylonian captivity. All right, and then it'll also mention the Assyrian captivity, if I'm not mistaken. As you see from down here. Okay, and this image here is a Russian icon, as you see in the thumbnail. Okay, this is a Russian icon of the prophet Isaiah in the 18th century. Okay, all right. So that clearly, and also lets you know that these prophets, these were real people. This book is not fairy tale. These were real, actual men. All right, these are our forefathers, man. Okay, very, very highly respected men. These are there in the Holy Bible. Okay, you gotta let these things sink in. All right, but I also wanted to quickly show that this was also the Assyrian captivity as well. Let me see if I can go down. Yep, here you have it. It says, so long as Ahaz reigned, it said the kingdom of Judah was untouched by the Assyrian power. All right. And then it says the king of Assyria threatened the king of Judah. All right. So Isaiah was current through all these times. All right. During the same times of Amos, Hosea, Micah. Okay. I want to, if I'm not mistaken, Jonah as well. Okay. They were all contemporaries, man. They lived during these same time periods. Okay. But I want to quickly touch on that because I did go into other chapters of Isaiah with Isaiah chapter 2. For what I remember, Isaiah 14. Okay. Isaiah chapter 13. I just wanted to quickly touch up on that because I don't think I touched on, those details of Isaiah in the previous videos. Okay. So I wanted to do it now. All right. Better late than never. Okay, so this is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. It reads, okay, and the main message that Isaiah was pushing was prophecy and judgment, okay? And that's the same spirit that we're in now. We're prophesying, we're declaring what is to happen next, okay? We're declaring what's happening now and why it's happening and what's going to happen next. And Isaiah, he's seen all these visions, man, okay? He was speaking these same prophecies, okay? We're just blessed enough to see it in our time. Okay, and Isaiah can easily be back in these times through reincarnation. All right, but we wouldn't know who exactly he is. All right, but this is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. So this is already going to destruction right off the bat in this chapter. Okay, it says, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest. As the servant, so with his master. As with the maid, so with her mistress. As with the buyer, so with the seller. As with the lender, so with the borrower. As with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. So basically, it's clear. Verse 2 is pinpointing everybody. All right, it's including everyone. All right. Verse 3, it says the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. Emphasize that word land. All right, singular, not plural. Okay, it's not talking about the entire world is being thermally nuclear annihilated, man. No, it's referring to that land of America, man. It's about to be utterly empty. Okay, because it also referring to the Isaiah chapter 13. All right, the land of America would never be inhabited again. All right, after the thermonuclear missile destruction. Okay, verse 4. Okay, it says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. All right, and then the confusion would come with verse 4 because many would think or imagine that the earth would just blow up and just be totally over with. But that's not the case, because we have Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 4. One generation passes away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So that should show you with Isaiah chapter 24 verse 4 that the earth is going to abide forever. It's referring to this society, man. It's going to pass away. The fashion of this world. Okay? Let's get that with 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 31. Okay, it reads, it says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Okay? So the manner, the things that we do in this world today, man, this thing is about to be a thing of the past, man. The Lord is about to do away with this place, as Isaiah is prophesying of this. Isaiah is declaring this, man. That's why prophecy holds so much power, because these are things that are going to happen. It takes faith to believe in these things, all right? Because you can't see them, so you have to believe them before they happen. That's when the faith counts, man. All right? But continuing on, verse 5, okay, it reads, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Basically, the Lord is pissed off. All right, people are just ignoring the laws, statutes, commandments of the Lord, of the scriptures. Okay, from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that's why He's going to bring punishment. Isaiah is letting the people know this, man, and so are we. Okay, because people may ask, well, so why is the Lord doing this? Because you people are not following the law, statutes, commandments. All right, that was set forth in the Holy Scriptures. All right, given through the hand of Moses. Verse 6, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languished. All the merry hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. All right, because these are all instruments of music, man. Okay, it says rejoicing, man. It's a happy feeling. Okay, but the Lord's about to do it. He's about to put that rejoicing, that turn up spirit, that clubbing, partying. He's about to put that to an end. And we know that's what America, Babylon the Great, that's what it's holding its value at, man. All right, just vanity. Okay, because it's just emptiness, man. It's full of nothing. All right, verse 9, it says, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. All right, because the Lord is truly about to break down this place. All right, more than he has during this entire pandemic, however you want to mention it. All right, and he's want to shut it down to the point where, hey, they says that no man may come in. All right, let's get that with 2nd Ezra. That's a big prophecy as well, man. You seen it. You slightly seen that through these quarantines, and those are low level quarantines, man. Very low level. We understand that Jacob's trouble is on the horizon, man. Time's about to get way worse. All right, you won't be able to go to the next city next to you, man. Of course, without the Lord's angels, man. Okay, so this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17, to get straight to the point. It reads, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's straight to the point. It says a man shall desire to go into the city. So he's going to want to, or have desire, to want to go into that city, or that whatever that location may be, it shall not be able. Okay, it's going to be restrictions. There's going to be checkpoints that the government is going to set up. It's going to be very strict, very uncomfortable times that are approaching the planet Earth, man. Especially Babylon the Great, which is America in the scriptures. Okay, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. And we've seen this within the previous verses of Isaiah 24. Okay, he says the earth. It said the Lord is going to put the the harps to cease. He's going to end that rejoicing feeling. Okay, because these cities are prideful. These people are prideful, full of arrogancy, man. Okay, they have no regard of the word of the Lord's word, man. All right, not at all. Okay, so let's get back to Isaiah 24 verse I read verse 10, verse 11. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets, and that wine is representing wisdom. Okay, it says there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. See, the Lord's about to bring that joy to an end, man. And these people don't even see it coming. It says the mirth of the land is gone. See, the mirth. That's a happy feeling. You rejoice if you're excited. You're glad. Okay. It says the mirth of the land is gone. He's going to put it to an end. Okay. But that crying for wine in the street, that's going to be the important factor. Okay. I just did a lesson on this, and I did bring the scripture out. Well, Amos chapter 8, verse 11. And let me make sure I read verse 12 as well. Okay. So it's Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days coming, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Okay, because with these words of the Lord, these scriptures give us wisdom. All right, these scriptures are going to give us stability in that time of trouble. Okay, and these people are going to want that. These people are going to seek that, because in that time, money is not going to have its value. The economic collapse is on the approach. It's not going to matter if you have guns. What's those guns going to mean without its bullets when your bullets run out? Okay? All right? What's going to hold its value then, man? The words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That's truly what's going to hold its value, man. The faith. All right? Because those men that believe in those words, hey, they're going to be doing spiritual powers. They're going to have protection from the Lord. Okay? Protection from the angels. All right? And then they're going to be able to heal people in that time. Their faith, the Lord's gonna make it known who He's dealing with, man. All right, as it spoke about 2 Ezra chapter 16, verses 73. All right, then shall they know who are my chosen. The Lord's gonna make it very clear and obvious. All right, verse 12. Salaki. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Hey, that's going to be heavy. That's a terrible feeling of you seeking information or you seeking something and you can't even find it. That's nerve wracking, man. That's going to be even more nerve wracking in that time. You know how bad you wanna, man. You just want to know the answer so bad, but you just can't get it. That's scary, really. You know, you have an inclination of the truth, but you just don't know where to find it or how to get to it. No access, man. The Lord's about to cut off all that access. All right. It says verse 12. In the city, it is left desolation. Desolation is emptiness, man. All right. It says in the gate is smiting with destruction. Because that's what's awaiting. Isaiah is prophesying, man. That's what's awaiting this place, destruction. This place is not about to last forever and ever. Okay. This place is not about to last forever. All right. We're seeking the kingdom of heaven that's going to be established on earth, ruled by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay. In the elect. All right. But continuing on, I skip on down to 15. Just to get straight to the point, more prophecy. It's Isaiah chapter 24, verse 15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel in the isles of the sea. All right, because the elect, that remnant that are going to be delivered, they're going to be glorifying the Lord while America's being destroyed. Okay? He says, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel in the isles of the sea. From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yeah, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. All right, because the wicked, man, they have ruled over us unrighteously, man, doing things to us that are very, man, that our mind couldn't even imagine if we knew the gravity thereof, man. If we knew everything that this so-called white man, this devil, have done to the Israelites, man. Okay. Verse 18, it says, and it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. So basically, it's no running from the Lord. It's no running from the Lord's judgment. Okay. Verse 19, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. All right. It says verse 20. This is going to hit the point even further. It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression therefore thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right. So the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. How? By the thermonuclear missiles that are going to touch down this place. All right. It's going to move to and fro. It's going to shake. The Lord's about to shake this place up. Literally. Literally, man. Verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit. It shall be shut up in a prison, and after many days they shall be visited. All right? Because these people are going to, especially the high ones on the earth, the elites, the people that own the banks, that own the money, they control what the hell is going on right now. They're in their heaven. They're in their rulership. Okay, until Yahushua returns. All right, let's get Revelation chapter 6, because these people are going to hide, man. Okay, and these are the elite. These are the top people on the earth. Okay, the cream of the crop. Okay, this is a message to those elites, not these low level Edomites. These low level, no, man, no. We're talking about the people that really have full, real deal control and that you rarely see. Okay, but it's going to be made manifest in that time. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 15. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. See? And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. And that Lamb is who? That Lamb is who? Yahushua. Okay? The Lamb is Yahushua. That's how scary. That's how scared they're going to be from the return of the Lord, while we're hastening in His return. Okay, these people gonna hope that mountains fall on them instead of dealing with the Lord. Okay, that's how glorious His return is going to be. We got to let these scriptures sink in. You know, if of course for those that are aware of these scriptures. Okay. And those those great rich men are going to be trying to hide in their underground bunkers, their underground cities. Hey, it's not going to be no hiding from the judgment of the Lord. Okay, and I ended off the lesson with the of course still on that vibration of prophecy against these damn elites with the Nat Turner scripture, man, Nat Turner prophecy, as we like to nickname it. This is Psalms 149 verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So that's what's coming. That's that reward, that recompense that's coming to the high ones that are ruling on earth now. Slavery. Okay, judgment is awaiting you. Punishments are awaiting you, heathens, man. That's what's awaiting you. Literally. That's what's going to be going on. But people, that's a hard thing for people to believe, man. They can't see the so-called white man getting this judgment. They can't see that. They can only see themselves working under the so-called white man, or making covenants or agreements with the so-called white man. They don't see themselves actually ruling over the so-called white man. But what gives us that faith and what gives us that hope? The scriptures, the Holy Bible, all right, which these people try to hide, which they can't hide anymore because the Lord is not allowing them to do that. Okay, verse 9, to execute upon them the judgment written. See, these judgments are already written to happen, so they're going to happen. They're going to be fulfilled. These prophecies are going to be fulfilled. All right, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. All right, this honor have all His saints. Praise ye the Lord. The saints referring to the Israelites. Okay. Because truly the Israelites are the only ones going to be glorifying Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in these times. No matter the appearance, man. We're going off the spirit. Okay? So, call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua because they said, praise ye the Lord, man. All right? So, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying concerning the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 24. I want to end off by giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in the overseas tabernacle of David. All right, Shalom. Keep the faith. Shalom.